Well, Moses, I know we're both pretty happy hockey's back tomorrow, but one is also a local Lloydminster product here, and some good news.
And it was very big news for him. You know, it took nearly 3 years, but Wade Redden will return to the National Hockey League. Now, the veteran defenseman was signed to a 1-year, $800,000 deal with the St. Louis Blues. Redden says today has been a bit of a blur and is excited to get back into the NHL.
It all happened so quick, and everything happened so fast that, you know, it was crazy almost. But, you know, I'm fortunate and obviously very, very happy to be going to St. Louis and excited about my opportunity there.
Redden had received several offers, but he says the Blues provided the best fit.
They had a really good year last year, and I was excited to be a part of a young, exciting team like that. Ken Hitchcock, he's coached a long time and has had lots of success in wherever he's gone. And the fact that they reached out to me and were interested and showed confidence in me, that all meant a lot to me.
Redden will wear his familiar number 6 jersey after Jeff Wojciechowski switched his number. Redden says he's grateful.
I guess I owe him a cold beer for that kind gesture, and I'll look forward to having one with him.
Now, Redden will go for a physical tomorrow and could be in the Blues lineup as early as Monday versus Nashville. Now, moving on, he's one of the biggest surprises in the Alberta Bantam Hockey League this year. The Lloydminster Universal Heat's Mason Shaw has been turning heads all season long, and Emmett Murphy caught up with him just prior to them heading out to the John Reed Memorial Tournament.
In his first year in the AMBHL, Shaw potted 7 goals and 26 points. Good for 7th on his team in scoring. Already this season, he has nearly tripled that and is 3rd in the league in points.
I just got to keep my feet moving and playing with speed, staying positive, and you know, my line mates been doing lots of help for me, and that's, you know, when everyone's clicking, that's when I kind of do.
Shaw's numbers are among the best in team history. Last year's leading scorer, Andrew Kep, finished with 61 points. He was drafted in the 2nd round of the WHL draft. Shaw credits some of his success from being on the ice with Kep.
Andrew is somebody that I really looked up to last year, and it's pretty cool to be around the point mark where he is. And yeah, watching him have success all year, it's kind of thrived me to do that too. And it's cool to have a guy like him on your team to look up to.
His numbers suggest he could be a top draft pick in this year's draft, but he isn't getting distracted by that thought.
I just want to keep playing consistent, playing strong, sticking to my kind of game, and I guess the rest of the points and stuff takes care of itself and everything after that.
Shaw is known as a playmaker, sitting 2nd in league assists, but his greatest asset may be his focus, continuing to play a team game as he stays on track to become the highest scoring Heat player ever.
Just take your game by game. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If not, I'm still happy the way the season's gone.
Shaw is on pace to finish with 96 points, 2 better than Jamie Crook's club record total, and a 70-point improvement over last year. Emmett Murphy, Newcap Sports.
Now to day 2 from the John Reed Invitational Tournament. We previewed this score for you before. Mason Shaw and the Universal Heat hoping to stay atop of their group with the win over Maple Leaf Athletic Club from Edmonton. Heat do so 6-2, the final, clinching first place in the Skybox division. They will play tomorrow morning at 8:15 against the 2nd place finisher of the FYI division. The Lloydminster Bandits are at home looking to bounce back after their midweek loss to Vermilion, taking on the 1st place Wainwright Bisons. Puck drop is at 7:30 at the Civic Center. Now, after sweeping the home-and-home series against the Nate Ooks last weekend, the Lakeland women's volleyball team look to maintain first place in the ACAC as they prepare against the Augustana Vikings. Matt Schumont has more.
Suffering their first loss just before the Christmas break, the women's volleyball team survived another scare last week. After dropping the first 2 sets against Nate, they were able to claw their way back, eventually sweeping the home-and-home.
We had our moments where it was kind of weak, but no, we pulled it off, and losing the first 2 sets on Friday was tough, but it showed that we're a team that'll come back, and when we want to win, we're going to win it.
We also did get like a longer Christmas break, so that was kind of like a gamble on Austin's part, and for us to come in and win both games was really awesome.
Now the team prepare themselves for a weaker Augustana squad. Normally the Rustlers would focus their attention on their opponent, but have decided to approach the next 2 games a little different.
Normally, if we're training for one of the weaker teams, if we're a little bit stronger than them, then we're definitely going to be looking mainly at our own side, just using the week of training to make sure that we improve. So heading into this weekend, if we get opportunities that we can use some stuff that we did this week, it'll make us better.
Recording 20 kills and 21 digs in 2 games last week, Ashley Lang was recognized by the ACAC as they named her Female Athlete of the Week.
I didn't realize it was such like a big deal until like my coach was like, yeah, this is the first time one of the girls on my team has got that since I've been coaching. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I don't know, getting that recognition is really cool.
I think it's a long time coming. She's had a number of weeks where she has done really well, and so I'm really happy that she was finally selected, and it shows the hard work and the athlete that she's become.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Yeah, again, big games for both the men's and ladies volleyball teams. 6 o'clock for the ladies, 8 o'clock for the men's. The Lakeland basketball teams, though, are on the road to face the Augustana Vikings. The women tip off at 6 p.m. The men follow up at 8 o'clock. Now, closer to home, the Holy Rosary Girls Invitational Basketball Tournament is underway. This afternoon, the Raiders were taking on John Paul II High School from Fort Saskatchewan. The Raiders took control early, leading 26-2 at the half. Yes, that is not a typo or a mistake by me. Third quarter, Rebecca Kavanaugh, 2 of her 12 points in the contest there. Then Brianna Morel left all alone for the tray. That made it 39-3. Then Britt Wells will nail another 3. Holy Rosary will win this one, 88-17. Raiders will face Lloyd Comp tonight at 8:30.